Hello friend, we from group 4 will explain the result of the discussion module we introduced. For me, Aditya Sachala and my friend.
My name is Elinda Restu Prananda.
My name is Mutiara.
My name is Safir Mayapura.
Hello everyone, my name is Mutiara. Here I will explain the chapter Basic Circuit IC. Point 1. Definition of AC. Alternating current that change direction and magnitude. Efficient for long distance transmission AC voltage conversion. Point 2. AC wave characteristic. Frequency, period, amplitude, URMS value, and phase angle. And point 3. Component in AC. 1. Resistor, that is current and voltage in phase. And 2. Inductor, that is current-less voltage. And the last capacitor, that is current-less voltage. Point 4. Impedance, combination of resistance and reactance. Determines current flow and phase. Point 5. AC circuit, series, same current, and parallel, same voltage. Point 6. AC power, real power P, reactive power Q, and apparent power S, and power factor, that is measure of efficiency. The last calculation, AC is essential for power grid and everyday device, and impedance and phase relationship determine circuit performance. Okay, thank you. See you later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, esteemed faculty, staff, and fellow student. My name is Abed Oyardillah, and my student ID number is 2505080029. Today I will be presenting the teaching module for the superposition theorem. This module covers an essential principle for analyzing independent source. Let's briefly review the core concept and the student activities planned for this session. Number one is identity and background. There is description and detail. Description are course and detail are superposition theorem. Semester 1, credit point 2, meeting a method offline learning. Time to X 50 minutes. Next are objective and core material. A. Learning objective. The main objective is for students to discuss and study the principle of the superposition theorem. Students are also encouraged to review theories and look for learning reference from various sources, or ILA. Next is basic concept of the superposition theorem. The superposition theorem is one of the basic principles in linear electrical circuit analysis. This theorem states that in a linear circuit consisting of multiple voltage and current sources, the voltage or current at each element can be calculated by summing the effect of the contribution from each source separately. Next are conditions for application and steps for applying the superposition theorem. We start from condition for application. The superposition theorem only applies to linear circuit. Components that satisfy the principle of linearity include number 1, resistor, inductor, capacitor, ideal voltage and current source, and circuit containing nonlinear components such as diodes or transistor cannot be analyzed using this theorem. Next are steps for applying the superposition theorem. Number 1 is isolate source one by one. Eliminate all source except the one being analyzed. Number 2, the active source. They are for a voltage source, shorten the voltage source or short circuit. For current source, open the current source or open circuit. Number 3, calculate the effect. Calculate the voltage or current produced by active source on the element to be analyzed. Number 4, repeat. Repeat step 1 and 2 for each source in the circuit. Number 5, add the result. Sum the contribution from each source to get the total voltage or current. Number 3, teaching and learning activities or TLA. The offline learning session with 2 meetings is structured into 3 main phases. Number 1, initial activities, 10 minutes. There are prepare student psychologically and physically. There are greeting, praying, checking attendance. Number 2, discuss the agreement to be implemented. Number 3, convey the learning objective, scope of material, and activity description. Next are core activities. 85 minutes. Best understanding. Activity description are stimulus. Lecture, explain the material and reference student engines in Q&A. Student observe, study the material, and answer the lecture question. Participatory learning. Problem identification. Students are able to understand the superposition theorem. Next are applying. Activity description. Data collection or processing. Students conduct a literature review and discuss the superposition theorem in a group. Pro student present their material or group discussion result. Other students actively participate by asking questions or providing opinion. Next, reflecting phase. Activity description. Conclusion. All students summarize the information and together with the lecture formulate a conclusion about the material. Next are closing activities, 5 minutes. There are evaluate the series of learning activities and provide suggestion or feedback. Number 2, carry out follow-up activities in the form of assignment. In the end, provide information on the learning activity plan for the next meeting. The next one are assessment technique. The assessment technique includes number 1, speaking test in the form of question and answer, discussion, and presentation. Number 2, writing test in the form of assessment, quizzes, and structure assessment. And the last one is weighting again final grade are 2%. Okay, to summarize, the superposition theorem is a powerful tool used by isolating each source, contribution, and summing the result. We must remember that this principle is strictly limited to linear circuit. Thank you for your attention. I hope this model provides a clear and effective learning experience. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Elinda Restu Prananda from the Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Negeri Semarang. Today I will present the topic maximum power transfer, an important concept in electrical and electronic. Power transfer refers to the condition where the load receives the greatest possible power from the source. This happens when the load resistance is equal to the internal resistance or impedance of the source. Understanding this concept helps engineers design circuits that operate with optimal power output. Even though matching the load and source allows the load to receive maximum power, the system becomes less efficient. Half of the power is lost inside the source due to its internal resistance, and only half reaches the load. Therefore, maximum power does not mean maximum efficiency. Engineers must decide whether the goal is higher power delivery or better energy efficiency depending on the application. DC circuit's maximum power transfer is analyzed using the Thevenin equivalent model. When the load resistance is equal to the defense resistance of the source, the load receives peak power. This concept is especially useful in low-power electronic devices where signal strength matters more than efficiency. In AC circuits, components have impedance which include both resistance and reactance. Maximum power transfer occurs when the load impedance matches the complex conjugate of the source impedance. This ensures voltage and current are aligned properly, allowing the load to receive maximum real power. It is widely used in communication and audio systems. The maximum power transfer principle is important in electronic and communication engineering. It is used in radio and antenna systems to prevent signal reflection and to improve transmission efficiency. It's also applied in audio system to match speakers with amplifier for clearer and strong sound. However, this principle is not used in large power distribution system because it results in low efficiency. Maximum power transfer occurs when the load matches the source, allowing the highest power to reach the load. But this condition results in low efficiency, so it is mostly used in electronic and communication systems. Understanding this concept helps engineers balance performance, efficiency, and reliability when designing circuits. Thank you for attention. Once again, I am Elintar Prananda from the Faculty of Engineering, Universitas Negeri Semarang. I appreciate your time and I am happy to answer any question.
Okay, Ben, that's the result of our discussion module. Thank you for watching. See you guys.